Hello, Amir. Amir, do you have your kid or no?
No,
Did someone pick you up one? I think they did.
no, she couldn't because my daddy had went to work. Cause she
Oh,
at work.
oh,
He only open on Fridays. Y'all not open on Fridays.
right, right. Okay, so you weren't able to get in there before Friday. Okay. All right. We talked about. You remember the trinket program? We started on it before Christmas break started.
Yeah, and Tamia said she finna join.
Okay. And I think Tamia has her kid, right? I think she does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you might want to pay attention because when you get yours, you still gotta try to make this work. But I'm gonna have you work on trinket. Uh, you're on a phone or a computer? Hello, Tamia. Okay.
Hey.
Tamia, you got your kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're doing an assignment from there. You might want to take a moment and set it up so you can
Oh my
participate.
God.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dang it.
See, y'all making me mad already.
Hey, I'm trying to help you grade. These kid assignments are worth times two. So I don't know what to tell you. Trying to help you.
What's so special about the kit what we can't do on the computer?
Because the kit is actually built for the International Space Station and science experiments. Your computer is limited in terms of memory, processing speed, and also processing speed of the graphics card.
Mm.
Hmm. Okay, so that was the 5 minute buzzer for people that's late. Let me set up attendance correctly. Okay, Amir is here, Tamia is here. Let's save it to the office. I think, yeah, everybody can see my screen. Um, okay, let me stop this. All right, and where are we at? We're gonna do our norms, and then we're gonna jump into today's assignment. Now, let's see here. We got so Amira, can you read the five basic norms on the screen there? Can you see it?
No one has the right to harm another person. Education and classroom are sacred. We will never behave in a way that we discredit ourselves, our school, our families, and the self academy. Self student always have to integrity. We take pride in the self academy self.
Thank you, Amira. All right,
Why
and
was you why was you whispering?
I I don't know. She was talking that low since before break. So are you sick, Amira, or no?
No, that's just how I talk. Y'all want
Oh.
me to be loud?
Ooh, that's better. That's better.
See, Rush, you kicking it off. All right, Tamia, can you read the five academic norms? Are you there? Oh
You better
Lord.
not whisper like the Yang Yang twins. Talk normal.
Tamia, you there?
Huh?
Can you read the five academic norms?
Yeah, I'm calling when I get out of this class. Yesterday. Okay, I'm ready. We respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive and participate. We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavors.
Very good, Tamia. Thanks.
That's how
All
you
right.
do it.
I
It
did
is.
not know I was muted on the phone.
Oh yeah, you was talking to us and somebody else, but still. So those that have the kit, this is a double credit assignment. If you don't have the kit, like Amira, then there's a trinket assignment that you can do on your phone or computer. So If you do either one of those, you don't have to necessarily worry about today's physics write-up report. So I'm gonna go through it like this. Do you want me to go through today's physics assignment, or do you want to just do the double credit assignment with the kit? Because we can do the physics assignment, but eventually next week it's going to
Yeah,
be
I don't know
those
what.
assignments for kids. Hmm?
This class is just too much for me.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for 6 years to me. You're not the only
No,
one.
Mr. Tyler, like no, for real, for real.
Hmm?
Do you know the whole school is like failing your class?
I'm not worried about that.
We is.
Well, then y'all have to put in the work.
Then you make the work easier.
Mm-mm, that's not true. I
Well,
wouldn't
we
get
do
paid.
pay attention, so shut up.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say pay attention. I said that's not true. It's
No, I'm
just
talking about my little sister. Talking about y'all need to
oh,
pay attention.
ooh. I'm gonna be quiet. But I mean, I'm giving you double the credit to help you pass. All right. These for kids. There's all sorts of asynchronous days that you have to take advantage of to pass. It's just students are not applying themselves. Now, I can see how it is in English, art, music. Those are fun things. I get it. But when it comes down to when you guys leave me at Camelot, I want to make sure you can get a job. So I don't think you can go to the job site and tell them y'all doing too much. They're probably going to tell you to go find a job where you can do less and be paid less. But this is the assignment for today. Okay. So now you can get out of doing it by just doing what's in the kit, or we can go through and painfully write up the report and, so on and so forth. Um, where am I at? For Mira. Oh, wait a minute. Some people just popped up. Castro, you got your kit, I was told by Ortiz. Is that true? Oh, Tamia raised her hand. Go ahead, Tamia.
What report?
So you see in here in Edsby, you
Mm-hmm.
can do this, and it has to be correct, or you can work on your kit and get double the credit. So that's what I was telling you. Okay. And if you want to start on it, you can. But tomorrow I'm going to go over it in asynchronous if you guys want to stick around for it. But today I'm focused on this kit because all next week you engineering students are going to have to do more building certain applications in terms of real world situations. So things that happen in the real world, you're going to simulate on that kit. It's hard to do it on the phone, almost impossible. And the same thing is true for your laptop because your laptop is just not built the same. It's a little faster, a little more expensive kit than the laptop. I hate to say it that way, but it is true. So let's start with the assignment that I'm gonna go over because I'm gonna go find the video in the library section for you guys, and it's exactly what we covered before we went to break. So if you don't have the kit, you have to make sure that's ready to program and you fix the bugs in the programming. So what am I talking about? Well, let me grab this first link. And this was the starter code for the online part of your kit. Okay. And then next, you're probably going to need the video of when we were trying to set up the kit, but people want to do the online emulator, right? And that's pretty much that first activity you got, where you start with choosing your pixels, and then it allows you to change the sense hat to different colors. And the sense hat is that piece you guys should have connected with spare parts. So let me grab this and put that there. So that's the video of what we did. And then lastly, the simulator itself. We come here, open up the Trinket. Now, Trinket is the simulator that allows you to do it online in case you don't have the equipment. You can get familiar with it. Okay, and then we go. And there we are. Okay. So, uh-oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. this, and boom. All right. So that's what people. This is the links above. Let me type that in there for you in the chat. The links above are for the online activity. Okay, close that up. If you don't have a kit at all, you can do this part. Okay. Now let's move to what you're going to do with the kit if you do have a kit. All right. So pay attention because you got to follow the procedure in order to really understand what's happening there. So there's a elegant, I want to say, write up that's better than mine's, given to me by Google this winter break. That I think it's easier for you to read, and also makes you step by step of what I would like you to do with your kit. So I want you to focus on at least getting by tomorrow to lab 1 and 2 of the Raspberry Mon making your name. In this part, you're going to actually have your name come across the syntax. Now I'm going to show you what that looks like in a moment. But first, I'll give you the kit guide for students. Grab this and put this in the chat for you. You might want to bookmark this one because you're going to be using this for the next couple of weeks to boost some of these grades. Thing is, you have to do it on the kit and demonstrate that you're good at it in order to get the double credit. So no more, I turn in a report, I'm good. Yeah, that'll give you 1 credit assignment. But to get 2, you have to use your hands. You guys are engineering students. So you have to get comfortable with proving what you know, not just writing down something. So let's get started on that. So I put in the chat this what you see on the screen. Right? You should see, I'm looking at 2 screens. I have my Raspberry Pi behind me. You can see my hand on the other screen. And then on this screen is connected to my laptop. And I pretty much have my laptop connected to a big screen TV, HDMI based. And on this one, I'm logged in to our same classroom using the Raspberry Pi. Okay, now this is if you have everything installed, you did all the updates, and then that walkthrough, it gives you step by step what you're supposed to do to install stuff. And if you don't have that link, let me find it for you. So here, to Google Code Next, curriculum. There we go. And where's the activity curriculum? Here he is. All right. So if we go to teachers, you'll see all the links I gave you for what it's about and how to set it up. Some of the links you need. Well, first you need a kit. That's why I say the Raspberry Pi Activity Kit, Academy Kit. That's what each of you have. And it shows you everything you should have with your kit. There's also the Quick Start Guide. This is in the teacher side of that link I gave you guys. You can click on Quick Start Guide, and it'll take you through how to do updates. If you're not sure how to put everything together, there's this setup video. Now listen, I'm going to be, in the next few weeks, I'm going to be calling parents. It's imperative that you get your kit and you use it. The reason being is because I'm about to start telling parents, do not allow them to use their cell phone to come to class. They are not able to do their work effectively on phones. So, okay, who's that? Let me see here. Go ahead, Tamia.
How you gonna tell our mamas we can't use our cell phones to come?
The same way CPS told me to tell y'all mamas to do that. That's how.
They can tell my mama not.
Okay, well, I got to do my job and at least inform her. Guys can't keep using cell phones because we're using that as a crutch to say we can't do work, which is why you need your kits. Because these are mini computers that you can use in lieu of not having a computer or a cell phone. All right. And also CPS is telling me to make sure you guys do this because they want to make sure you guys have every opportunity to pass. Can't keep handicapping yourselves by using equipment that is not in spec or standard. If you go to a job site and you don't have your equipment, they'll tell you to go home and it won't pay you for that day. So just keep it in mind. By next week, in order to get out of this class, you're gonna have to get real comfortable with that kit, whether you like it or not. All right, so let's jump into it. It's gonna be kind of hard to pass you guys in 30 days if you're not doing hands-on stuff. I'm just being honest with you, especially if you haven't done a lot of work. So students section is where you should be at, and you can read through overview. I'm gonna have somebody read that in a moment for about 30 points, but your main focus is lab one and lab two if you have your kit. All right. And then you have to use it step by step, like we've talked about, to make your kit light up. Welcome to class, Mr. Stevenson. Do you have a kit? See the back of his room. Castro has not come back yet. Stevenson, are you there? I just see.
Oh,
Oh, there's Castro. Okay.
well, somehow.
You setting up your kit, Castro? Ortiz told me you
Wait,
have.
what happened?
Ortiz said you got a kit, right?
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear me.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Oh. Okay, hold on, Stevenson. That's because you got your TV going. So I need you to mute yourself for a moment. I guess you're there. And there you go. So Castro, can you hear anything?
Yeah,
Okay. I was asking, did you get your kit from Mr. Ortiz yet?
there.
Okay.
Just
So I
got.
want you, huh?
I just got it.
Okay. So today is just about recapping what we did. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, all these assignments from the kits are they count as double the credit. So like we got 30 days left. I'm being honest with you guys. I mean, I can't beg you to pass, but February 4th is the last day of the quarter. And if you don't like your scores, you're going to have to start demonstrating your knowledge on the kit. Now, when I say double the credit, that means you finish a kit assignment. I can go back and see a do now you may not have done so well on or didn't do at all, and also give that 100%. But I can't do that if you don't, participate with the kit activities. All right. So again, lab one, lab two. We'll put the link in the chat again. Let's see, Stevenson just arrived. And it tells you step by step what we have to do. If you don't have a kit, as I think Amir's not here anymore. Well, she was the one who said she didn't have her kit. If you don't have your kit, then you have to do the online version and get it correct. Oh, okay. I didn't see your name. I'm sorry about that. But if you don't have a kit, you have to do what's called Trinket. Okay. And Trinket is the online thing we did before we went to break. You just put in line by line of code and make sure the code works. And you'll know because it'll simulate what the sense hat does. All right, so let me see if I can give somebody some participation points real quick. Okay, so let's see here. Put this in the chat. All right, so let's see here. Castro, can you read what's in the chat there? This addresses what to me was talking about. Well, why is this so important?
Raspberry. How do you say that word?
Rastiman.
Raspberry is a virtual creature companion you will train using Python. It lives in a Sense hat equipped with Raspberry Pi 400, and it will be up to you to teach it some tricks. You will begin by learning how to animate a simple lead matrix, Raspberry
Mm-hmm.
by programming the Raspberry Pi Sense hat mobile using Python. You will use your creativity to design the animate your own 8x8 pixel Raspberries and add behaviors, poses, and animations. The activities will walk you through the how to teach each skill separately.
Thank you, Castro. 40 points. You're awesome, dude. All right, so everybody, I'm gonna stop sharing. I see Lee Carter's here. Let me go back into attendance. Carter, did you get your kit? Yes, no, maybe. Are you there? You got a microphone off. All right. Give him some time to get his mic back on. Carter, where's his name at? He's here. Okay. Did I get everybody? Yeah, I got everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing for a second because I want you to see what I'm doing. Now, I am in here twice. I'm in here on my laptop, like I said before, and I'm also on my Raspberry Pi right now. So you should see my screen, right? I'm waving at you guys on my screen, but I want you to pay attention to the Raspberry Pi screen. So if I pin this, you should see, and I'm gonna put it on y'all screen so y'all can see it too. This is what you should see. I'm gonna share my screen one more time so you can definitely see what I'm doing. Okay, so do this. No, no captions. Yeah, I gotta do it this way. There we go. Okay, now, so everybody, if you have your kit, you should have this much set up if you can see what I'm doing. Right? So if you look in here, this is displaying text, and then it has a character. Okay. What I'm going to want you guys to do is to reprogram it and then have your name come across that screen there. All right. And then you have to analyze the code to be able to do such. Everybody see what I'm doing here on the camera? It's kind of upside down. Maybe I can take the camera and show you. So this is what it looks like right side up. You see that? So that's a character, and then it has names going across. But you guys are all electrical engineering students, so you got to learn how to troubleshoot this and everything. If you can do this, you can get a decent job. I want to say at Best Buy or somewhere, at least $25 an hour putting this type of stuff together, if you know what you're doing. So it says the name of the character, it shows the character, and it keeps going. Now, this is an advanced project I want you guys to do tomorrow, but we can't get to it unless you learn the basics. And the basics are Lab 1 and Lab 2. Okay, and all you gotta do is program it. And I suggest what you do is you connect everything first before you plug it up, including your monitor. Like I have a HDMI TV here sitting on top of a chair because I didn't have another table to put it on, but it's connected directly to my Raspberry Pi. So you don't have to necessarily always use that little LCD screen that comes with the kit. You can connect it to your TV. And if you have a long enough HDMI cable, all you would need is basically this keyboard. HDMI port, in case you forgot, you connect this small piece and then this piece, and you're ready to go. All right. So if you got all this set up, then that means the rest of the school year is going to be really easy. And like I said before, you definitely want to put it somewhere where you can always come back to it in case you want to start your school day. Okay, so put that there. Oh, camera falling. There we go. And that, in essence, is what we're working on. All right. Let me come over here and change screens. Let's see, I think we can do this. Move this out the way. All right, now let me unpin this. And I can see all you guys. Good. Now, back to what I was saying. You have how to get started and all this stuff. And this is an instructor guide. So some of the links you're going to need, let me grab them for you in case you forgot how to set up your kit. But that link I gave you, if you go to the teachers section, it'll show you too. Also on your Raspberry Pi, there is what is called a getting started page. If you click on the little Raspberry on your keyboard, it'll open up your menu. So you see everything that's inside. It's kind of like your start button if you have it set up. All right. By the way, those without kits, I put the YouTube link in there. And what we did last time with those online simulators, you can always start there if you need to. All right, so let me do this. Is this the one they need? It is. Okay. Then there's this guide I gave you, right? And I'm gonna put this in the chat too, in case you forgot how to start set up and you gotta go through all the steps to make sure it works. Use this time to get it all established. So by the time next week rolls around, even tomorrow, we can start getting some double credit on there and finish out this quarter pretty strong. All right, so I'm gonna give you about 10 minutes to work on this because it's 12:49 and I want to do share outs. That brings us to 12:59 or 1 o'clock. And then we'll have about at least 10 minutes of share outs to see where you guys are at with your kit setup. Now, mind you, I want you to be able to log into the Google Meet with your Raspberry Pi and then take your camera and show me your setup. And lastly, show me if you even started on lab 1 or 2, right? Okay. So 10 minutes. If you don't have the kit again, you can use a trinket. Now, I think I might have mentioned it, but I'm not sure if I did. How do you do trinket for online people? So what you want to do is, let's see here. You want to have one screen where you have the trinket running. As you can see, yeah, they can see what I'm doing. I just look at my screen. Rush, are you watching TV?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't muted the whole time.
No,
Oh
bro,
my god.
a couple seconds. But what was I saying? So you should have your screen if you're doing it. It's real tough to do on a phone. That's why you need this kit. But if you're doing it on the phone, you have to tab between screens to find your code. And here's what I mean by that. This is where you put in the code. And I did this last period with some students that were trying to catch up. So you see where it says from SenseHat? If you click on setting pixels at random, this section here, you'll be able to automatically start on the coding you need. So the first line of code was from SenseHat or sense_hat, import SenseHat. You put that there. And then the next one is sense equals SenseHat. And then you got these parentheses here. If we scroll down, it explains what each variable is, like animal and cat. But you just type that in there line by line. So this is going to be your code 3 or your line 3 of code. So we just type in what's the next line of code in that black there? It's animal and then equals, I think, what is that? Apostrophe. Oh, it did 2 of them for me. I remember it did that last night. And then cat. And it'll automatically change colors because that is the system identifying lines of code that are going to be identified as blocks or certain, I want to say variables that they can be identified, or things called identifiers. Okay, because these are both variables. So it says here the variable is animal and the value is cat. And then you're going to keep going. The variable has the name score and the value is 30. And you're like, why are we doing computer programming? Why? Because electrical engineers, they have to program robots, right? And this SenseHat is the first step in you guys understanding how to program any robot whatsoever. So you got to kind of learn it because you can't say you went to robotics class and you didn't do this at least. So I said, I promised you 10 minutes. I talked over that a little bit. So we're going to start up Shareouts at 1:02 and be checking on everybody to make sure the cameras are working. They're there. They're actually in class. They're not somewhere else making a sandwich. And if you don't respond after the share out, then I will have to remove you and follow up with your parent and make sure staff follows up with you while you were removed. So please try to get much you can done right here, right now. All right. 10 minutes. Remember, online version is what I have on the screen. Those students that have kits, you should be plugging it up using what you remember and do it safely. You don't have to connect it to that. I know some students will be like, I can't hear anything. Well, that's because you're using the LCD screen that came with the kit, for one. And then 2, you don't necessarily have to use that if you have another TV that's HDMI ready. You use that small, where is it at? It's not in this kit. I already got it. But if you can see my camera on this screen, it's this small black piece, if you're looking at my Raspberry Pi screen, that connects to your existing HDMI cable. It goes back to your TV. So, you just gotta find a TV that's HDMI based. You can plug it into that small little piece. One end goes into the HDMI, the other part goes into the micro HDMI, and then you plug it in. Now, when you plug up everything, have the power off, because what happens is you will need to actually make sure everything is connected first before you give it life or power. All right, so just keep that in mind. Because some students, they swapped out the HDMI cable and then thought, oh, it's just going to work. No, there's software that goes with that. So you want to have everything set up first. Okay. So let's try to do this real quickly. I was told by staff I got to figure out how many seniors I got to call and let the parents know about their grades. How many seniors do I have in the room right now? You can raise your hand. Okay. So that's Tamia. Are you raising your hand, or is that a question, Tamia? Okay.
I was raising my hand.
Okay, so you're a senior. Okay. You can lower your hand. Who else? I thought I heard another one. Any more seniors in here? Gotta look up the list. Oh my goodness, what happened to Castro? I hope he's coming back. So I only got one senior so far. Stevenson, are you a senior or no? Okay, you are. Okay, you raise your hand. Okay. So it's me, Stevenson. Yeah, so I need you guys to really, really get this accomplished, because I don't want you to graduate late or anything like that. We got 30 more days, y'all. So try to work on this kit and double your scores so we can get you out of the red. All right, Steven, so you can lower your hand though. Yeah, click the button again and lower it. There you go. All right, 7 minutes. I'll be sitting here getting uh, some participation points entered into the system for those that did the norms. I had Castro. I don't know what happened to him. He read the 40 point introduction to the kit. Castro. And also, you have to try to log into our current classroom with your kit to make sure it's functional. As far as the camera, um, we'll test out the sense hat, but you at least logging in allows us to know that most of the parts in your kit are functional. Right? Ortiz gave me a list of who has their kits, so um, take your time and try to set it up correctly. All right. So it's time for share outs. So I can try to get your in-class points, everybody. Uh, Lee Carter, are you there? If you are, I need you to turn your camera on, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, can you turn your camera on for a moment? Oh, there you go. Like it went on and off. All right. Yeah, Lee, have you been working on your kid or no?
Say it again.
You been working on your kid, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. You ready to show me what you've done, or you need a little more time?
A little bit more time.
Okay. What about you, Stevenson? You still setting up? I know it's an update process, everybody. So if you've just got your kit, don't trip. Just go through the setup and try to get everything established so you can at least have your internet connected to it, so you can get into the Google room and then you can participate with the labs this week. Tamia, where are you at with yours, dear?
I didn't even set that thing up yet.
You gotta set it up to me.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. That is upstairs in my room in a box.
I know I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you, your people, you gotta have it set up for class.
Tell her. Okay.
Yeah, I care, and so does CPS. You gotta have that done. Let's see here. Um, Stevenson, sir, are you there?
I'm looking through the steps now.
Oh, okay. But you're working on your kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so how about this? I'm gonna come back to you guys in 5 more minutes. We try to do a share out. All you got to do is, if you have a cell phone, at least show me what you set up. So I make sure you at least plugged everything up correctly. It's starting up about as close to where I'm at, because the goal is to make sure you can use this in lieu of not having a computer or a cell phone, right? You can just turn on your kit, and then anything. And the biggest part, everybody, which is what I'm going to explain to parents about this, is not that it's just a computer. That little part that's lighting up, there's at least 36, I want to say, to 45 science experiments we can do together, and those projects count more towards your grade than your written reports, because they're hands-on things. Now, also to note, again, February 4th, somewhere near that date, we're going to have our final exam. If you have not set up your kit, you'll be taking a lengthy exam. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you have your kit set up and you're at least through the second part of the labs, the rest of it is just going to be a project where you don't need to take the final exam. You'll just demonstrate how well your kit works based upon those labs. So you make your choice. It could be easy or hard for you guys, but the end of the quarter is coming, and the grades will be written in stone. And then, especially my seniors, it'll determine whether you need to see me again or not. So please, please, please try to put the kids together. Try to get used to them. Also, bookmark the links I gave you in case you had to go back to them and you missed a step. But you might want to get comfortable for the rest of these 30 days with that, because everything is about to be straight robotics for you guys. For computer science students, they're using Scratch. So they're doing the block coding. But the coding you guys are doing is strictly really for the automation of robots and other devices. Hello, David. Did you get your kit, David? I think you did. Your mom, I think somebody came up there and got a few of them for you guys. I gotta pull up my list. David, you got your microphone off. Are you there?
Yeah.
You got your kit?
Mm-hmm.
Did you start putting it together?
No,
You
I
kind
just
of.
came in.
You said what?
I just came in.
You just got it today? All right. Well, you just got here. Just marked you present. So put in the chat a link you can use to start setting it up. Okay. And that's what we're working on. getting you guys established because, like I said, I just explained to everybody already. You just got here. Uh, we'll be using the kits to boost your scores. So one lab assignment, and there's multiple labs. Let me give you the information I gave them. Let me do this first. So this is how to set it up. You might want to bookmark this link. And then to do the labs, this is the link for that. Okay, so I want you to take some time and read through it. And you came towards the end of class, so we ain't got much time, but by tomorrow, at least try to have the getting started part done. And just go step by step, read how to do it. And then the next part is completing some labs. Now, what do I mean by labs? You can see my screen, and I'm looking at two screens, my Raspberry Pi and my laptop. You'll see there is an overview, tells you about it, gets you introduced to the recipe mon. This is the device you're going to be using for your science experiments in engineering class. And then welcome, right? So lab one is not a welcome. It's actually you programming it to say welcome. After that, it's going to say recipe mom name. That's lab two. That's you actually making your name come across that little LED screen. And what am I talking about? So this is my screen, if you can see over here, right? And it has characters and it has letters going across. So once you get everything set up, hopefully by tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget to have your internet established to it too, because it has updates. I'm going to have you guys log in on Google Meet with your kit and demonstrate what you've programmed. So take some time trying to set it up. You probably want the video on how to put it together, right? There is a video on that. Let me get that for you. Bingo. Quick start setup video. Oh, we're almost out of time, everybody. So you might need this video to do it. Unavailable? What do you mean unavailable? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'll find a different video. I know which one I did. Let me go to my Google Drive. Uh, where's Courtney at? I don't see him. I don't know what happened. Okay, so let's grab this video. I saw him in GGI or someplace. I don't know. Uh, okay, come on, come on. Here we go. Just waiting on Google to load it. Okay, and oh, that was the other write-up. Okay, all right. Let me go back. Bingo, found it. I sent you all an email anyway about this too. Quick 4-minute video. Bingo. Share this. And here you go. So you can use this. He talks about how to do it. The user guide shows you how to update it. So that's a video for everybody in case you forgot how to plug up stuff. Again, this Raspberry Pi, the keyboard is the Raspberry Pi, actually, the 400. So you have a small connector piece. You connect that connector piece to an HDMI cable on your bigger TV screen, and you got a computer on a big screen. Or you could use the little LCD screen that comes with the kit, but it's really small and it doesn't have sound unless you connect it to Bluetooth. So your choice, what you want to do when you set it up. Some students are connecting it to a big TV screen. So when they're doing their work, they see everything on the Raspberry Pi, which is a big computer. It's a fast computer. So take a moment, check out that video. It is now 1:14. Maybe everybody who needs those links should probably put them in a Google Doc so you can review them later. But we only got about 6 minutes of class left, and that's not enough time to do full share outs. So if you don't have any other questions, in a minute, you're free to go to your next class. But by tomorrow, you should have this kit set up, everybody, because I'm going to be giving you a 0 for today if you haven't done the physics assignment that's in ESB or have this kit going. Now, if you don't have the kit again, there is the Trinket online version, and you just got to use those 2 links that I gave you earlier on to program your online AstroPi, which is AKA the Sensat, the same thing. All right, so it's 1:15. I'll be here till 1:20, you all. If you don't have any questions and you think you got all the links you need and you can get that kit going, see you tomorrow. We'll do share outs right after the norms. But you need to have that kit going real soon. It's the only warning I can give you. Because I think David, they count as ×2 for assignments. So there's a big way to come out on top as far as your grades. And I also told the class that February 4th, quarter 2 is done. So you might want to hurry up and get as much credit as you can to really pass the course. All right, it's 1:16, so if you have no questions, you're free to go to your next class. I'm just sitting here in case y'all have questions. Mr. Carter, did you need help? Stevenson left. Oh, he left. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so the rush, I'm about to start closing this room down and head into prep so I can get ready for 5th period.
All right, copy.
All right, Doc.